Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, I'm making a follow-up video to the Dolby Atmos and lossless audio issues that you guys are having with the Mac. Um, I want to first start by saying I understand your frustration because everyone gets it, but I'm here to try and help sort out some of the confusion so that way we can get the features enabled for you. So, um, to start, I do want to ask that you guys thumbs this video up and subscribe to my channel so we can try and make it to 1,000 subscribers. Um, but getting into it, first thing that I'm going to say is if it's not available on your computer, don't upgrade to the beta. So like, don't be like, oh well, I want it so bad that you go to the public beta or you go to the developer beta and spend $100 to get a developer license through Apple. It's not needed. So lossless audio, Dolby Atmos, and spatial audio are all available to Macs that are on the latest version of Mac OS, which I'm going to get into in just a moment. The problem is that with these features, Apple releases them to different regions and different locations at different times, and they haven't finished releasing it to all locations. So if you follow the guide step by step, the last one or this one, and it's not working, then it may just be that they haven't released it in your area just yet. And in that case, you may want to contact Apple directly by going to apple.com/support. Or in some cases, if you prefer to call, you can even call them. I want to say you can call them at 1-800 my iPhone, and you'll be able to get support on it. You just want to specify that it's for enabling lossless audio or Dolby Atmos. And then also, Dolby Atmos, spatial audio, and lossless audio are not exclusive to the Macs with the M1 processor. So as long as you have a MacBook or a Mac product period running iOS 11.4 or later, then you should be able to enable these features. So, I'm going to go through the guide and explain to you what you're going to do, and I'm going to show you on my computer what to do. So, for lossless audio, you can listen on a Mac updated to Mac OS 11.4 or later using a wired connection to headphones, receivers, or powered speakers. You can also use the built-in speakers, and you can listen to songs at sample rates higher than 48 kilohertz, but you'll need an external digital to analog converter in order to do so. How you're going to enable lossless audio on or off is you're going to go to the Apple Music application, which is going to be Music. Once you go to that application, you're going to select the menu bar. You're going to choose Music, then Preferences. Then you're going to select the Playback tab. And under Audio Quality, you're going to select or unselect Lossless Audio to turn it on or off. From there, you can also change the settings for streaming and downloading things in Lossless Audio. And Lossless has a maximum resolution of 24 bits by 48 kilohertz versus the high resolution Lossless, which has a maximum resolution of 24 bits by 192 kilohertz. And then also a downside to this is that while you're able to enable those, before I actually show you how to do it, as a visual, you do need to know that if you're using any Bluetooth headphones, they're not going to play anything in lossless audio. It's going to go from lossless audio and it's going to be compressed and then played through whatever audio codec is being used on that device. For instance, AirPods, AirPods Pro, AirPods Max, and Beats Wireless headphones are all going to use Apple's AAC Bluetooth codec to ensure that there's excellent audio quality. However, they're Bluetooth connections, so of course they're not going to support lossless. And it's just because Bluetooth currently does not support such a large file transfer rate per second over the air, because you can transfer a large file through Bluetooth once, but to consistently transfer it through Bluetooth, they haven't been able to fully nail without having some issues with the quality of the audio. There's some other issues in there, but that's the gist of it. So, also, once again, Apple Music availability might vary by country or region. And the reason why they put this on all these articles is it's not just Apple Music, but also the features. All of the features vary by country, region, and in some cases, even state. So for Lossless, you're going to go to the Apple Music application, which will say Music on your Mac. You're going to click on Music and then Preferences. Generally, it'll pop up by showing General, and then you'll just select Playback. And down here, you'll have a toggle for lossless audio, and you have to check mark it so that way it'll enable it. Once it's enabled, both of these drop downs you can actually change. One is for streaming and one is for download. You can change it to high quality, which is AAC at 256 kilobits per second. And you can do lossless, which is ALAC up to 24 bits and 48 kilohertz, or high resolution lossless, which is also using ALAC up to 24 bits and 192 kilohertz. And the ALAC is Apple Lossless Audio Conversion. And one feature that's similar here is when you go to the screen, you're also then given the Dolby Atmos option. You can turn it to automatic, always on, and off. I recommend putting it to always on. We're going to elaborate a little bit further on that right now. Let me just close this out. Alright, so now that we're done talking about lossless, let's move over to Dolby Atmos and spatial audio. So, once again, Dolby Atmos and spatial audio my apologies. Dolby Atmos is not available on Macs unless you're running macOS 11.4 or later. And in order to enable it, you have to open the Apple Music application as I showed you. You're going to go into the menu bar in the upper left. You're going to select Music and then Preferences. Then you'll select the Playback tab. Afterwards, you'll select Automatic, Always On, or you can select Dolby Atmos Off. If you decide to choose Automatic, what you need to know is that the only headphones currently that support Dolby Atmos in automatic mode are AirPods, AirPods Pro, or AirPods Max. Additionally, Beats X, Beats Solo 3 Wireless, Beats Studio 3, Power Beats 3 Wireless, Beats Flex, Beats Power Beats Pro, Beats Solo Pro, and Beats Studio Buds are also other headphones and earbuds that are supported. That's the only earbuds and headphones that are supported for automatic Dolby Atmos. You can also use the built-in speakers in a MacBook Pro 2018 model or later, a MacBook Air 2018 model or later, or an iMac 2021 model. If you don't have any of these options here available to you, but you have a Mac that's all the way up to date and it's on macOS 11.4 or later, then you just have to select Always On for the Dolby Atmos toggle, and it'll play in Dolby Atmos always, since then music won't be looking for, or Apple Music won't be looking for the specific headphones to play it in. And then with this, I do have to also let you know that, again, its availability might vary by country or region, and that includes states. So in some cases, sometimes the product may be available to the United States, but not every state in the United States. So it's just something to keep in mind in regards to these. And if it's not available and you don't see the toggle, but you're already on macOS 11.4 or newer, then at that point I would recommend to visit apple.com/support and file a report or a support ticket with Apple, or to contact Apple directly, which I believe you can contact them using the 1-800-MY-iPhone phone number. Those will really be the only ways that you're going to be able to get in contact with them, so that way they're able to know that it's not working for you, and then they'll be able to tell you if it's available in your region or not. The last thing that I want to go ahead and cover while we're here is spatial audio. So spatial audio is something that helps Dolby Atmos sound even better. But one thing that you need to know about spatial audio is it's only available on AirPods Pro, AirPods Max, and some select Beats models. Those select Beats models I don't know off the top of my head, and they're not in this article. So what I'll do is I will look for the specific article that specifies what headphones work with spatial audio, just spatial audio alone. That way, you guys will be able to use the description box down below to follow that link. And it'll take you to the link, and you can kind of see if your headphones support it or not, if you're someone on the Beats side of Apple's headphone family. And then the last thing I want to cover for spatial audio is the actual headphones themselves. If you have AirPods Pro, AirPods Max, and you're trying to listen to music and you don't see the spatial audio toggle, then there is one thing that you have to keep in mind. If they're brand new, or if you haven't plugged them in and left them close to your iPhone, then they won't be on the latest firmware. And if they're not on the latest firmware, you won't be able to utilize spatial audio either. They have to be on the latest firmware. So that's just something else to keep in mind as well, just so that way you can make sure that you're able to utilize these features. But that is it, guys. That is the review, just kind of reviewing the information I provided. I hope that this updated guide helps everybody, and if you're still stuck and it's not working, I highly recommend you contact Apple support, just because there's not much more on my end that I can help with on this topic, just because I don't work for Apple. I'm just simply gathering the resources that they have available on their support site. Anyways, guys, I thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Thumbs this video up for more, and I hope to see you guys on the next YouTube video.